In the ancient time when dreams could come true.
Baby girl, what's your name?
Hello, ladies and gents. Have you had a favorite fairy tale when you were a kid? If you were to ask me the same question, I don't really remember if I had any favorites, but anyway, here's a short story before I get to the meat of the video. My brother told me one day that my mom bought a collection of fairy tale books for cheap. It was supposedly a gift for one of her friends' granddaughter, who is 2 as of this recording. He decided to take a peek at the collection and then thought, this isn't right. So he told her not to give it because of its odd art style and its rather questionable writing. While he was still talking to me, he said that it was like a fairy tale speedrun. Nevertheless, I was intrigued. So my wife and I went over to my parents' house for the weekend because my son had a regular visit to the doctor, and it was there where he gave me the books. At first, he showed me, and then opened the case as though he were tempting me to read it. How bad could this be? I asked. Read them. Any of them, he insisted. So I picked one story and read it. It was as he described it. I immediately told him and my wife that I will put this up on my channel when we get back. And so, my dear viewers, let us feast our eyes on this wonderful collection of
English storybook. As you can see, I guess that's Little Red Riding Hood. Well, because it's got a wolf here. That is, that's probably the Frog Princess, whatever. We've got a bunch of other stories here. Probably Snow White. Okay, so you got, I guess this is it. Sleeping Beauty, the Mermaid Princess, Beauty and the Beast, Little Red Riding Hood, the Frog Prince, and Snow White. Okay, well, without further ado, let's take a look at what's inside. Okay, our first book is, well, The Frog Prince. I don't see why the F and the P aren't in the uppercase, but this is a pretty good start. Let's take a look, shall we? Oh my god, what happened to the art? Look. Wait, this girl is not the same person as this girl. She looks a hell lot younger here. But let's take a look anyway, shall we? Okay, here we go. In the ancient time when dreams could come true. In the ancient time where dreams could come true, there was a king whose daughters were very beautiful, especially the youngest one. Okay. Even the son, who has seen everything, was also surprised by her beauty. That's his daughter. Oh, she looks like a chibi-fied Queen Elizabeth or something. Look, that son has seen some shit. It was very hot. The little princess often played with her golden ball by the well near the palace. Once, the princess was reaching out for the golden ball, but the ball fell on the ground and rolled into the well. Wait, how is this well not protected by, an outer rim, if the ball was able to fall in? I thought it was a pond. I don't really remember the story of the Frog Prince, but wasn't it a pond? Okay. That's a weird-ass frog. She's just looking at this tree for no apparent reason. The princess cried sadly. She was very upset. At this moment, suddenly, she heard someone calling her and asking her what's wrong. The princess looked around and found a frog. So, at first, I guess she thought that the tree was talking to her. And that frog really looks pretty stupid. I mean, even she thinks that he looks stupid, probably. The princess said her ball had fallen. The princess said her ball had fallen into the well. The frog comforted her and told her he could get the ball. But the princess had to be his friend. She should allow him to sit at the same table, use the same gold plate, and sleep in the same bed with her.
Oh my.
Oh, it's that kind of fairy tale. Well, I'm guessing it really wasn't for kids. I mean, fairy tales really weren't for kids back in the day. I know Little Red Riding Hood was a lot more gruesome than people made it out to be. But anyway, oh my god, look at this snail. This snail knows that this is a bad idea. Okay, there are a bunch of bubbles. I don't know what the hell's happening here, but the princess looked down upon the frog, but in order to get the ball, she agreed these all.
Again, it's like poetry, so if they rhyme.
The frog immediately jumped into the well. After a while, he swam to the surface with the golden ball, spat it on the grass. Rude? Look at this selfish princess. The princess was very happy to see her beloved toy. She picked it up and ran away. She forgot her promise. The frog shouted at her, but it was no use. Oh, what the? Okay, I know there's something, it had something to do with, the frog chanting something about my love or something. I'll probably edit that in. Oh boy, I'd have the same reaction if I saw a frog with heart-shaped pupils. The next day, the princess was having dinner with the king. Suddenly, she heard someone knocked at the door. The little princess opened the door and saw the frog. She shut the door because she was very frightened. Why the long face? Oh my god, that's the king? He looks like Richard Simmons with a mustache. The king asked what happened. The little princess had to tell his father. The little princess had to tell his father the truth. After the king heard the story, he said, "You should keep your promise. Let the frog in." The princess had to open the door. The frog bounced in and followed her every step. Oh, he'd bounce all right. Look, he looks like a ball with, I don't know, brass knuckle fingers or something. The look on her face is like, oh my god, help me. I don't like frogs. Oh, also look, she's got a tiny little crown. I don't know how that fits on her head, but, you know, no evidences of a headband, but what a slob this frog is. She looks absolutely miserable. Look at that. The little princess reluctantly sat together with the frog, sharing her dinner with him. She couldn't eat anything, so she went back to her room to sleep. The frog wanted to go with her. Princess started to cry, but the king was angry and asked the princess to do so. Oh, look, she's holding him by the skin. Animal abuse. That look on her face. The princess had no choice. She put the frog at the corner of the bedroom. The frog insisted in sleeping in the bed. Otherwise, he would tell the king. That cat. What? Oh, no. Real animal abuse. Look at that. She just threw a frog onto the wall. If this were real life, that thing would have been dead by now. She yeeted him at light speed and caused him to fracture every single bone in his body, ending his miserable life. Now the princess got angry and grabbed the frog and threw him toward the wall. The frog fell on the ground and became a handsome prince. According to the king's will, he became the princess's husband. How rushed is this? I mean, come on. He just looks as old as she does. Then again, I guess arranged marriages were a thing back in the day. By this time, the prince told the princess everything. He was cursed by an evil witch. No one could save him except the princess. He wanted to take the princess back to his country. Oh. The next morning, they rode a golden car pulled by 6 white horses. They went back to the prince's country and lived happily ever after. Wait just a damn minute. How does this carriage work? Is there another carriage at the back following this one? Yeah, it probably is. I'm just being an idiot. What are you looking at? Well, seeing as this is made in well, it's not very well written. I mean, my brother's right, I guess. Wait, what are these? Are these all of the tales in this box? Well, let's find out, I guess. Join me next time, and I'll be looking through another story from this magical collection.